If you're wondering what just happened, my cat Zoe wants attention, as per usual. And I thought she was going to say hi, but no. She just wanted to lay down and just take up all of this space. Isn't that right, sweetie? Yeah. She loves it. Anyways, hello everybody. Welcome to probably the last stream of 2024 because I don't plan on streaming tomorrow. But that potentially could change depending on if there's like a ton of support today. But the plan is this is the last official stream of 2024. So like I said the other day, we were going to do some X and Y stuff, get back to the Gen 6 Shiny project, and we're going to do some Poké Radar. If we still have time after getting a shiny scatter bug, we're going to just do Friend Safari for like a little bit. It's like that's the plan. Oh, come here. Hi. Get the vertical stream started here. And so it begins. So hopefully we have enough time. It's about like a little after 6 o'clock my time, so it should give me enough time, as long as things go smoothly, to properly do Poké Radar. Like we should have enough time to do it. So we'll just kind of see how this all happens. So let me just get everything set up here. Beautiful. Love that. Do. Alright, move that over here. Do. Alright, don't need that no more. What's going on, Harley? X and Y stream. Yep, no, this is real. This is very much a thing. I still play these video games. Going into 2025, I will still be playing these video games. Because, well, there's stuff to do next year, so. Because this project is not over, so. Do. Cool. Do. Hi, Zoe. Right, that's good. Great. We're gonna pause that. Awesome. Cool. No? Do that. Do. Cool. Let's put this up. No. Where are you going? Going. What are you doing? That's my cat, dude. That's pretty normal, by the way. Like, so she like sits on my desk, and then like when she wants attention, she'll like kind of just like move her paw forward. Looks like she's about to scratch my face off, but truly it's literally just her just being like, hey, I want attention. Yeah. Yeah. You're just so happy. There's my phone. There's my phone. Poké Radar. What are you doing, sweetie? Alright, we're hanging out. They really are. I love my cats. Alright, sweetie. You good to go? You good? Cool. Let the Poké Radar start. Honestly, the worst part is just finding Scatterbug. And then it's pretty smooth sailing. So I've done this plenty of times before. But obviously for this shiny challenge of like finding everything from Generation 6 that is a Gen 6 Pokemon. Oh, you leaving? You leaving? No. No, no. Come on. Zoe. Zoe. Over there. Go. Oh. Come on. Dude, she's such a silly cat, I swear, dude. She's so silly. Yeah, for the most part. Well, in X and Y, it's not the most like reliable because of like most of the patches of grass isn't that good. But it's definitely like pretty solid to do like once you've done it enough times. Like it's pretty much the same concept every time. Pretty much ever since I've like did Radar and Brilliant Diamond and then went back to this, like this is a lot simpler in terms of like getting that chain to 40. Hey, Forever. How you doing? Your phone broke. That's not good. Okay, let's do 10 super chats. Yeah. Live stream. Cool. We're too small. Yeah. Yeah. That's really just the problem, is just a lot of the locations there's just not enough space, unfortunately, which is just annoying. I mean, it's doable, but you know, it's just not what you'd want it to be, right? Do. Yeah, this is all we're doing. The plan is just to do Radar. If we get the shiny, then we do Friend Safari, and that would pretty much finish up 2024 in terms of live streaming for me. That's the plan. If we get like a lot of super chats or just like some insane like support, then I probably would do a little stream tomorrow. But the plan is pretty much to take the day off and just relax. But if the hype is there, might as well do a little something. Those are my terms and conditions. Come on, Scatterbug. Pretty sure it's like I probably should just look this up. Let's see. Is it like Route 2? It's probably, it should be like a 10 to 15% chance Pokemon. It shouldn't be like that insane. Lay low. Yeah, it's a 20% Pokemon chance. Where are you? What are we doing? Your cat's silent. You love them. Well, only Zoe's here. Zoe. Cat loves you. Well, Scarlet does. There we go. Cool. So it begins. So basically, if you've never done this before, the goal here is to find the Pokemon you want to find shiny, and then you basically have to find it 40 times in a row, battle it, and then after 40 times in a row, you basically have peak shiny odds. So at that point, you would just reset the grass to give you a shiny patch, which then, of course, would give you a shiny Pokemon. If you've never done this before, just want a refresher, I do have a older video that I made years ago that explains this method in tons of detail, but it pretty much holds up. There's nothing really changed with the radar, so. You face for Riolu. You got a shiny Azurill. Oh no. Yeah, shiny Riolu early in the video game is really hard. There's only a 5% encounter, so it's like full odds too, so not much you can really do there, right? Not much you really can do there. Okay, actually, I think we could turn the music up a bit. Maybe today I'll get a shiny on fast music. Who knows? That'd be cool. Doesn't really happen that often. You think it would? It really doesn't. Cool. Do. Over here. Do. So with fast music, Dreadful, what's happening? Basically, you hear the music that we have now, right? Like, so the music changes, and it's an insta buff to peak shiny odds with radar. So you get that instant 1 out of 200 shiny chance, basically, as long as that different music is playing. So it's like an insta buff, and it's just random of when it happens. So there probably is a proper like percentage of when it does happen, but I don't really know it. But it doesn't really happen as much as you think it would. So my gosh, dude. Do. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. That'll do. Sweet. Number 2. Sweet. That was lame. Do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Number 3. It really doesn't matter. I like both a lot. If I had to pick between the two, probably Dexnav. Just because it's more universal. Like, you can do it everywhere, where, like, radar, especially in X and Y, is kind of limited to, like, how useful it can be. But they're definitely both fun to actually, like, do the method, right? It's definitely a fun process. It's just X and Y isn't really, like, the best video game in terms of, like, reliability with, like, the amount of, like, space you properly need to do the method proper. So I've always liked DexNav just because, like, it's more casual, it's less intense. Like, you can just kind of have fun with it. With radar, like, you kind of have to start and finish it to, like, get a shiny. With, like, DexNav, there is no start and finish, because, like, you know, 10 encounters one day could be all you have to do. You could have to build up a bunch of DexNav chains. Sometimes you don't even have to build up a DexNav chain to get the shiny. So, like, there's just so many different ways you can, like, get a shiny with DexNav, where, like, Poké Radar is very much like you gotta, like, follow the formula to the T, and then obviously you would, like, if done correctly, you get the shiny, right? So, perfect. Sweet. Number 4. That's fast music. So the goal here is to, you know, obviously you have to reset the radar and then look for the shiny patch, if there is one. No. Boo. That's totally normal, by the way. Like, you totally can reset the radar once and you only get one try. That's unfortunately pretty normal. I think the most I've ever had was like 5 or 6 tries. I don't think I've ever gone to, like, double digits. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll try it. Yeah, worked. Number 5. Yeah, rule of thumb is if you can't properly, like, see all the patch of grass, it's not a good idea to, like, just kind of YOLO, right? Sometimes you just kind of really have to, you know, take your time and, like, do it again. Because the last thing you want to do is, like, build up a chain and then, like, accidentally break it because you were just, like, impatient, right? It's not a good idea. That's funny. No, you're fine, Dreadful. Nope. At least the music's really nice. Yeah, we only have to do this 35 more times, so. Ooh. No. Technically, you probably could go for that patch of grass, but, like, I already kind of started my stream later than I wanted to, so I'd rather not be risky. I mean, it happens, man. I also just feel like that's just like depending on like what like neurodivergent brain you have. Sometimes you just don't catch on to things right away, and then it's just like, oh, I get it now. Like that happens a lot to me, especially if I'm like unfamiliar with something. And then everyone looks at you weird. They're like, what do you mean you don't get it? Like don't you know? And you're like, no, I really don't. And then you just kind of like understand. You're like, oh, okay, cool. Ooh. Don't like that. Yeah. Like I'm good at picking up on things, but sometimes like people like say one thing and mean another, so it's just like, what point are you getting at though? And then they just expect you to know, and it's like, no, like just say what you mean. You're starting to feel better? Good. Two, three, four. That took a while. That's lame. Number 6. Actually, let me do something real fast. So, let me... Okay, so let me... Okay. I'm sure lots of people watching the vertical stream are going to be like, what are you doing? It's like this thing called Poké Radar. That's what we're doing. Probably should have done this sooner, but it's okay. Okay, so that's fine. Oh, actually, hang on. Yeah. Okay. Let's turn that on. Let's see. Let's see how that looks. On the phone. Sick. That's awesome. Great section. Yeah. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. Oh, you're gonna get the Spider-Man for PS5? Sweet. That's exciting. Okay. Ooh. Technically, that wouldn't be terrible, but yeah. So for the original, like, so yeah, for the Spider-Man video game that came out on PlayStation 4, they remastered it for like PC and PlayStation 5, and then obviously there's the Miles Morales one that came afterwards, and then it's Spider-Man 2. So, which is pretty sick. I haven't played it myself, but I pretty much watched other people play it, and yeah, it's awesome. Spider-Man approved for me. Ooh, there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Awesome. Number 7. So what do repels do? They stop normal Pokemon encounters. Because we're doing a method called Poké Radar. So you're purposely trying to avoid everything that normally would show up. I don't like any of that. So normally when you walk around in the grass, like a Pokemon encounter starts, when you use repels, it stops that. And then that allows us to do this method called Poké Radar, which like basically uses a device to make the grass shake, and like the patches of grass that are shaking basically have the Pokemon encounter. That's why we walk to it. I don't know. That just it didn't look good. It's so tempting, but it's too close. Nope. Oh, you should be. You know, just, you know, drink some water and take medicine if you got to. You'll be fine. The main thing with, like, getting better when you're sick is to just, you know, not overdo it so you don't make your body even more exhausted, right? Can you do 3 steps? You technically can. You just don't want to, because like the chance of getting the same Pokemon does go down. But at the end of the day, Poké Radar, like no matter how perfect you are with it, it's always designed to fail. So that's why you purposely want to go for 4 steps away from you, because that gives you the best chance of building your chain to 40. Because there's been plenty of times where I go, you know, 3 steps away and it like is perfectly fine. It's just the consistency of it still working is what goes down. It's not like a dramatic drop, but, you know, when you have to do that 40 times in a row, you know, the likelihood of the chain breaking, you know, just is more likely over time. So it really benefits you to be picky, because there are definitely just some patches in this video game that just don't have enough grass, where you basically have to go like 2 or 3 steps away from you. So obviously on Route 2, that's not the problem. There's plenty of space. How do I get so much money for repels? I pretty much have had money for like ever. I haven't had to like get more money in this video game in a long time. It was mainly like the cafes was like the money making way that I used to do, and I just did it so much. And like repels don't really cost a lot of money in the grand scheme of things. Like once you like have enough of them, like I overstock on purpose so I don't have to think about it. So I mean, that's, you know, that's just kind of what I do. But typically the cafes in Lumio City was like the best way to make money. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just like haven't done it in a long time, so I couldn't tell you like the exact amount of money like per hour or I was getting or anything. Like I'd have to like go do it all over again, because like I literally made so much money a very long time ago, and I just like, because I know I play a lot of Pokemon, so I was like, well, I don't want to have to like, you know, stop what I'm doing to make money. I was like, let me just do that for a while, and then yeah. You don't think I would do it again? Yeah, I mean, it's all right. Hey, Momo. Obviously, you could just do the the Elite Four with like an amulet coin, and that's like another way you can make money. So that works. For Chin Chow and Y, you got the Shiny Charm after all these years. Nice. I'm assuming like chain fishing for one. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah, chain of 47. Gotcha. Yeah, so when you get past a chain of 20, that's when your shiny odds cap out. So since you do have a shiny charm, it's 1 out of 96 after a chain of 20 for you. So just keep going. It'll show up when it wants to. Ugh, that was gross. I don't like any of that. I think one of them was okay, but it's not a fan. No, I get you, Dreadful. I think my least favorite part about 2024 was when I got sick, because like I didn't even want to play video games, dude. Like I literally had no energy to like really do much, man. And I think that was the worst part about it, because like, you know, when I was younger, man, like being sick was like kind of nice, because then I would just like play video games all day. But it's like it was that kind of sick where like I just had like no motivation to do anything, man. So I'm glad that's like over with, because that was my least favorite part of this year. I'd say personally, I mean, obviously, like I lost my aunt this year, which was not fun. But like on a positive note, like I've been able to spend some really quality time with a lot of family. So like that kind of like, I guess, balances it out in a way. Not really, but like it like kind of does, you know. So no, it's okay. I think the good part is I've been able to see my uncle more than I normally do. Obviously, because his wife is gone, right? Which is like not good, but like, you know, in a positive way, you know, just been able to see him more and more of my family in general, because we all like we get together more often, like as an entire family versus, you know, like random like hangouts. Mm-hmm. 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 Do 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 do. Dude, getting to a chain of 10's taking forever. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? There we go. Beautiful. Sweet. Just have to do this 30 more times. And then we wait for the shiny patch. Does that affect the time for berries to grow? Like the apricorns? If they're not, it's a daily thing. So like if they're not working again, then possibly like your video game's messed up. I would check your like, make sure that like your Nintendo DS is like changing time. Like make sure like that's working. Oh, the berries in the pots you can carry with you. Oh. It shouldn't. Like actual berries? I mean, it shouldn't. I don't think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. I've never had that problem before, so I wouldn't really have a solid answer for you. Number 11. Oh, in months? Probably. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Do 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 do. Garbage. So what? Wait, what does that do, Momo? With the luck incense? Was that for like another way to make money? Figured that's what it is, but I figured I'd just ask. Oh no. Boo. Lame. Do 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 do. Bum, bum, bum. Terrible, man. Nothing to work with. There we go. Sweet. Number 12. Technically, the one that was on the bottom could work, but it wasn't really moving a lot, so probably not. In terms of spacing, it was good enough, but it wasn't shaking a lot, so definitely not worth it. Oh, scatterbug. Dude, what is that? Oh, no. So on the bottom screen, it's just because, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is like the super training thing where it's just like, yeah, the, like, Braylon's just like, not doing anything. No, it's just a super training thing. Can I give an explanation? Sure. The quick answer is I made a whole video that explains it. The long answer is basically, so with Radar, it's only in a couple games. It was obviously in X and Y, and the most recent version of it is in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So basically, you have to avoid the edges, like this is like the dead zone, like thing like that, right? So you have to basically keep it within like a square, right? So like everything that's within the dead zone is fine, right? Like this is like out of bounds. Like think of it like out of that, like that way. Like it's out of bounds. Like it's no good. Even though there's grass that moves there, you don't want to go there because it'll break your chain. So basically, you go to a patch of grass, you use the radar, and you have to kind of look of where the patch of grass is shaking. So none of them were shaking far enough because basically you want to go to a patch of grass that's 4 steps away from you. So it could be 4 steps above you or 4 steps to the right. And obviously it changes depending on where you like use the radar. So if I do it right here, it would be 4 steps up or 4 steps to the left. and like clearly there was nothing useful, so then you have to like run back and forth so you can like charge up the radar again, and then you just try again, and like that's really it. So I had the one above me that was 4, because if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, ta-da. And that's like all you really got to do, and then you just obviously battle the Pokemon, and the goal here is to get this to 40. So you basically do this 40 times in a row, you max out your shiny odds, and then you look for a shiny patch of grass, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, pretty much. So right now, like we're at like, so each encounter when you do the radar like slowly increases your shiny odds. So technically it is possible to get a shiny before 40, like I've done it a couple times. But especially in X and Y, you typically will have to go to 40. There is a thing called fast music, which we had today, which the music that you're hearing like changes. And when that happens, you basically have peak shiny odds for a limited amount of time, which is nice. So it's like a way of like giving people an extra chance to get a shiny sooner than later. But most of the time you don't get a shiny from it, but you know, it's just definitely, you know, something cool that happens. So the fast music thing, so like you hear the music that's playing right now. So fast music is this exact music, but it speeds up. So when that happens, you get you basically get like a 40 chain without having to get to a 40 chain. So you basically get 1 out of 200 shiny odds for every single patch of grass, as long as that different music is playing. So that's why it's called fast music, because like the music itself plays faster. So it's like an insta buff, basically, whenever you get it. What's really funny, though, is you can actually get to a chain of 40, and you can also get fast music, which really doesn't do anything, but it's happened to me before. Yeah, it's just kind of random. So basically, like, the next time I find Scatterbug, so basically right here. So like we're gonna start this encounter, right? We're gonna battle the Scatterbug, and then after the battle is when it determines if there's fast music or not. Yeah, you just keep resetting the grass. Yeah, pretty much. Because at that point, you're just looking for a shiny patch of grass. Hey, Steel. So at this point, you would find if it's out of its fast music or not. Clearly, it's not. So you just kind of go back to what you're doing. Doesn't happen all the time, but it, you know, it does happen. It's just, you know, typically with all the radar I've done, radar, gosh, words are hard. It just, you know, it happens and it doesn't. So, but it's cool when it does, because it's just kind of like I said, it's an insta buff. Do. So funny enough, this will be the method we do the most for this shiny challenge, because 24 Pokemon are going to have to be found from radar, and a lot of it's just duplicates, right? Like, so like, for example, Scatterbug is one I'm going to have to find 3 different times, and then 2 of them I like evolve, and like obviously one of them stays a Scatterbug. So you technically can get Vivillon from Friend Safari, but it's a 3rd slot Pokemon, sorry. And I don't have the ability to go to a bug safari that would have one. How's the chain going? It's going. We're like almost halfway done. Can the chain randomly break? Theoretically, yes. It doesn't happen that often, though. There is like, I think like a 2 or 3% chance it breaks, like randomly after a battle, but normally it doesn't happen. It's not like Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. What does happen more often in this video game is you like go to a patch of grass and it's a different Pokemon, which obviously breaks your chain right away. Like that's gonna happen more likely than just like a random chain break. Yeah, Brilliant Diamond is very much not skill based. It's very luck based. That's why X and Y radar is actually pretty solid, because if you know how to do it, you're pretty much gonna get your shiny at one point, because there's more skill involved in this versus luck. So, but like Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is a lot more simpler with radar, so I feel like that's why it's more luck based. Like it's not as difficult. So cool. 15. Prime example is like I did a lot of Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl for a while with radar, and then I went to X and Y and did the same exact method, and I got a shiny like the first day without even like having to like sweat it. So shiny Pokemon are crazy easy to find in Brilliant Diamond compared to the other games. Realistically, no. If you know how to use Poké Radar, yeah, it's pretty easy. Because there's multiple ways to go about it. Like you don't have to build up a chain to 40 in Brilliant Diamond. You can get to like a chain of like 17 to 20 and then stop and then just keep resetting the patch of grass, and eventually you'll get a shiny patch. This video game, it's harder to do that because you're not guaranteed a set amount of grass. So like for example, in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, when you reset the radar, you get 4 different patches of grass every time. And this one, it's random. Sometimes you get 1, sometimes you get 2, sometimes it's 5. That's the problem. So like you theoretically could stop at any point in this video game and do the same exact concept, but like literally I just reset the radar and I got 1 patch of grass. So it's not an optimized way of shiny hunting with radar in this game. Where in Brilliant Diamond, it's more optimized because you're guaranteed to get 4 patches of grass every single time. But realistically, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, I wouldn't say is easier to get shiny Pokemon. Like, the only thing that's easy about that video game is radar in terms of getting a shiny Pokemon. Everything else is kind of like full odds or just not great. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Like, I've definitely almost got like a full box of shiny Pokemon one day. Because the thing about radar in that video game is that you can keep the chain going. So you can get multiple shiny Pokemon as long as your chain is like active. Where in this video game, as soon as I get a shiny, it's over. Right. But like I said, it's more luck based in Brilliant Diamond. So that's like the problem. Is eventually like your luck does run out. Where in this video game, like if you could get multiple shiny Pokemon on the same chain, like you would pretty much like just have as many as you want realistically. So just kind of funny how things work out. So you want like 10 of the same shiny? Yeah, so especially if you're doing like a shiny Pokedex and you want like duplicate shiny Pokemon, like you can like, so for example, if Brilliant Diamond worked in this video game, like I could get 3 shiny Scatterbugs on this one chain, which would be amazing. But unfortunately, that's not how it works in this video game. So I have to do 3 separate chains of Scatterbug with Poké Radar to complete the shiny family. So yeah, Eevee is available in this video game, and Eevee's in Brilliant Diamond. The problem with Brilliant Diamond for Eevee is it's a daily rotation. So it's at the Trophy Garden, and it's one of many Pokemon that change out every day. So you definitely can get shiny Eevee, but you kind of have to do it on that specific day, which makes it really annoying. Because you can't just like change the time on your Switch and just get Eevee. Like you literally have to wait and check each and every day to see if you have an Eevee available. So that's like the annoying part about it. Because I have a shiny Eevee from Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond, but just like the one. And you continue the chain after getting the shiny. And there is no Poké Radar in Gen 5, unfortunately. In Gen 4, like original Gen 4, like Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, yeah, you can keep it going. So the only video game that like stops producing a shiny Pokemon once you get it is X and Y. Is cast form at the Weather Institution shiny locked? No, it shouldn't be. I don't think so. For what game? I'm assuming, like, but it's not locked in Gen 3. I mean, the easiest way to double check things is, like, look on YouTube and see if anyone has it from that video game. Excuse me. Yeah, because all of Gen 5 is, like, just like Black and White, and Black and White 2 is, like, double grass, which is, like, double encounters, but there's no radar in that video game. I wish there was, but there's not. Do. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've actually never gone for a shiny cast form. I don't think I have one. For Pokemon Omega Ruby? Yeah, you definitely can. From what Dreadful said. No. Yeah, because you can get like you can get Steven's Beldum, and that can be shiny, so I don't see why cast form would be any different. In Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, I don't see why that would be different. Yeah, the only shiny locks they actually have in like Omega Ruby is like the Poochyena at the start, and like the main legendaries of like Kyogre, Rayquaza, Groudon, Deoxys, like that stuff is shiny locked, but everything else is fine, which is cool. Yeah, it's not in Gen 5. Yeah, it's in Gen 4. You're probably thinking Gen 4. You're probably thinking Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, because you're thinking like sprite-based Pokemon. Like technically, Gen 5 is still, 2D sprites. They're just, animated and stuff. Dude, that's one thing I did not play a lot of is Gen 5. I did not play a lot of Gen 5 this year. I mean, to be fair, though, I'm more obsessed with like Gen 3 and like Gen 6 and Gen 7. I just need more systems to play Gen 5 on. And I also don't have Black and White 2. I probably would care more about Black and White 2 if I had them. But I don't, so. Go for a shiny Pidove. Nice. Yeah, that's Dex Nav for Pidove. I've done that a couple times. They didn't shiny lock the legendaries. Yeah, I mean, like, think of how cool it would have been if you, like, got a shiny Groudon and then, like, the cutscene is, like, a shiny Groudon. Like, you know how awesome that would be for your playthrough? Like, that'd be so sick. Like, it's literally just a color swap, right? Like, it wouldn't really be that difficult to change it. So. Oh, you're going for a male shiny Pidove? Gotcha. I mean, on the plus side, when you Dex Nav, like, that search level is permanent. So, like, any work you did for the female shiny, like the search levels, like, you're basically starting at an advantage, right? Because, like, whatever your search level is, like, that's better than what you started. So, I mean, theoretically, it should be easier to find another shiny because your search level is, like, wherever it's at. That's why Dex Nav is so good. Is, like, regardless if you, like, get the wrong shiny or, like, you just don't have it, if you haven't found the shiny yet, like, just having a high search level is basically a shiny buff, and it's permanent. which is awesome. I'll be talking a lot about that in my tech snap video. Yeah, I thought I was going to have the time to make it before the end of the year, but not really. So it'll be up next month, probably. I think the hardest part about making that DexNet video is I kept bouncing between the idea of making like a simple version of it and like a long form version of it. And like now I'm pretty set on making both. I really just wanted to have like the video, but I'm also like, people don't want to watch like a 40-minute info dump. Like some people probably just want to watch like a quick like 5-10 minute video, get told the information they actually need to know, and then go about their day. So I'm like, yeah. I've really haven't done a lot of stuff in Gen 5, so I really can't recommend anything to you, to be honest with you. If there is double grass, definitely do that, because, like, you know, double the Pokemon, double the fun, right? Because all of Gen 5 is basically just, like, full odds, so the only, like, method hunting you can really do in Gen 5 is, like, Masuda method, which is Pokemon eggs, so, yeah. Yeah, because I still have my Gen 5 project that I was working on, where I basically find every shiny Pokemon from Double Grass, which is pretty cool, but I've been more focused on other stuff, so mainly 3DS stuff. I'll probably go back to Gen 5 if Pokemon Bank has like an official like shutdown time, but I'm trying to finish this Generation 6 stuff, and then of course go to Gen 7 right afterwards, so there's no confirmation if Pokemon Bank will ever go away, but, you know, they kind of hinted at it before, so, like, trying to finish up these projects as fast as I can. Yeah, dude, we played Legends for like 3-4 hours yesterday and nothing good. It's kind of lame. 1, 2, 3, no. Alright, Dreadful, take it easy. Hope you feel better soon. I'm pretty sure after the second gym there should be like double grass, which is basically just like the darker grass. So it's really easy to like point out. I just do that because like double encounters of anything is just fun. So. Nope. Are you gonna go for legendaries too? No. I already have them, and you actually can't find them in X and Y. So, Xerneas, Yveltal, Zygarde, I have them. They're just in other video games. So this is mainly just finding what is available in X and Y, and then just catching all of them and just like having them from X and Y. Hey, Lindsay. So this is mainly just like an X and Y shiny challenge where you like only go for like the Generation 6 shiny Pokemon that you can actually find. That's basically it. So whenever I do finish the project, I will have like the legendary shiny like encounters in the video. That's obviously when the challenge is like completed, you know, because that's, you know, that'll be the first thing people ask me in the comments. Like, did you ever get the legendaries though? And it's like, back in the day, we did, so. That took forever. And then like the other, because like in Generation 6, there's like 72 Pokemon, but like a couple of them are mythical Pokemon. It's like obviously those don't count. So. Do 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 do. Evolutions are a pain in X and Y. Kinda. I mean, finding Eevee's pretty easy. Getting a shiny Eevee's a lot more annoying. Oh, that's what it was, Momo? Gotcha. That would make sense. So did you put the luck incense on every Pokemon? Sounds like you did. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Gotcha. Well, that's cool. I should try that out sometimes. I've always just gone with the amulet coin. Interesting. It's like, what if you did the cafe with like every Pokemon having the luck incense? That would probably be pretty good, I would assume. All right, so we're almost halfway done. Oh, you did radar for all the EV evolutions? Gotcha, that makes more sense. Yeah, that's actually, so for this challenge, EV is going to be the last one I go for. I've already made up my mind. Because, like, Sylveon was just, like, so iconic for Gen 6, so I figured, like, going for radar, EV, and then evolving it into Sylveon would be an awesome way to finish up collecting all the shiny Pokemon, so... Plus, like, radar in that spot is, like, pretty hard, so... Doubles money, which is great. I didn't know it stacked like that. That's cool. That's a great tip to know. Wow. I just figured the amulet coin was the best thing to do. Lame. It's too close. It's about 7 o'clock. Yeah, we're doing pretty good on time. We just have to obviously, like, honestly, the hardest part is just, like, sometimes just getting to the 40 chain and then, like, waiting for the shiny patch. Like, that stuff, like, can also take a lot of time, too. So I feel like I've done this so many times, like, building the chain's not that difficult. It's waiting for the shiny patch that will, like, really test your patience. So, what's going on, Pedro? It doesn't stack. You just put on every Pokemon. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Nope. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. technically that would have been okay, but like it was barely moving, so in terms of spacing it was okay, I think, but you can just tell when it's just not good. One, two, three. Yep. That should be good. Yep. Halfway done. Number 20. Halfway done. Technically that would have worked, but I'm not trying to take any chances today. Some days I like to just be reckless with picking whatever patch of grass I go for, but not today. Got the EV from SOS, 15. Oh my gosh, 1505. Wow. No, for real. Like that's wild. Like how unlucky you were with, especially SOS shiny hunting. Like that's, yeah, that's wild. Because like for SOS, you just have to get like the chain past 30. So were you playing original Sun and Moon? I think you were playing Ultra, but that makes more sense if you're playing original Sun and Moon, because after like 200 something, like the chain starts over. That's the problem you're having. Yeah, in original Sun and Moon, the shiny odds reset. I think it's like 250 something, or 280 something. But yeah, basically after basically the closer you get to 300 encounters, like eventually like the shiny odds reset and you have to build the chain up again another like 30. Yeah, that's the problem you were definitely having. Hi, sweetie. Come here. Hey. Hey. What are you doing? Hello, kitty cat. Hi. Hello. No, it's the shiny odds due. Hang on, I'll give you a. Hang on, I'll give you my sources. Yeah, here's a shiny table for you. Here you go. Yeah, so an original Sun and Moon. Yeah, after a chain of 256, it'll go back to 0. Yeah, they fixed that in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Yeah, that's like the data mined, like shiny odds stuff. So, yeah, just like bookmark that, save it, all that stuff. So that's pretty much for all 3DS games. Come here, sweetie. Come here. Come here. You gonna hang out with Dad? Okay. Zoe. I blame you. Rip. I thought I was good, but my cat distracted me. Rip. Well, it's all your fault, Zoe. That's how easy it is to break a chain. So that's basically what happens when a patch of grass barely moves, and like that still counts, and like that's why it instantly breaks your chain. Is it technically was moving, and it counts as like a patch of grass, even though it's not useful. So it's literally designed to mess you up. So well, that's sad. We still have time, but it really like sets us back. That's annoying. You silly cat. Pokemon Johto. Got halfway done and then poof, all that work for nothing. 21 chain break. Yeah, you broke the chain, silly. You broke it. You broke the chain. She just wants attention, chat. Hey. No, you good? Here. Okay. Okay, I got you. Just wants attention, dude. You fluffy cat. Dude, I know, man. X and Y, just the character customization was just awesome. Alright, so let me save again. What are you trying to do, sweetie? What are you trying to do, huh? You wanna go up here? Come here. Come here. Get there. What are you doing? Up, 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 up. What do you think, this is playtime? Yeah. Alright, Zoe. I gotta, like... leave that alone. You know better. I don't even know what patch of grass is good. Hello? Here. Here. Over here. I'll leave it alone. Here. Come here, sweetie. Hey. You gotta lay down for me. You gotta lay down, Zoe. Wanna hang out with Dad, you gotta lay down. Pokemon Johto. What? You lay down? Okay, thank you. Yeah, it always takes Zoe a minute to like settle, so it's normal cat behavior. Well, my cat behavior. Pokemon Johto. Yeah, dude, this is gonna be a miracle if I can get a 40 chain like quick. I mean, sometimes I've been able to do it, so I mean. Maybe I gotta take more chances this time around. I don't know. Okay, so we found Scatterbug. All right, let me take chances this time around. Let me see how fast I can build the chain up to 20 something. Yeah, chain fishing is a great time. Like unfortunately I've like found everything that's for this project, so I don't really have to do it anymore. Okay, so let's be risky. Let's see if we can build that chain up to 20 super fast. That's good. How would you focus on getting trade evolutions? You have to do it yourself. Literally just buy another 3DS any version will work. Just buy another 3DS system, and you just obviously have another video game, and you just have to do it yourself. Unfortunately, you just kind of have to. The best Pokemon to get for, just go find an Inkay, and that'll have suction cups. Most of the time, it'll have suction cups, and you don't have to do Pokemon Hordes. Just a random encounter for Inkay in X and Y. Dude, sick. Yeah, no, that's too close. Yeah, I'm actually really excited to go for Inkay again, because the spot for radar for Inkay is really fun. There's like a hidden spot you can go for it, and it's really cool. So that's like my plan. I think that's 3. Cool. Hi, sweetie. Like, we have to be somewhat picky, but if the patch of grass is good enough, I'm definitely just gonna go for it. But sometimes you just don't get a good patch of grass right away. Sometimes you do have to actually, like, try. Like, that's all garbage, right? Nope. I mean, the fact that we got to a chain of 5 without even breaking a sweat is, like, awesome, right? That one's not that good. No. I think I'll go to a patch. If it's a patch of grass that's 3 steps away, it's gotta be, like, shaking a lot for me to actually, like, waste my time on it. Yeah, it's gotta be like that one that was, like, just moving. Like, obviously further away, right? Do 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 do. Yeah, like, that's, like, if I got that every single time, oh my gosh, dude, I'd have a 40 chain in, like, no time. That was perfection. Braylum. Braylum. Sweet. No. But if you're watching on YouTube, smash the like button for me, so that it'll tell YouTube that you like hanging out here. So, hit the like button for me. Easy way to support your stream. Can every encounter be shiny? Technically, yes. So the moment you start your chain, you're slowly building up your shiny odds, and it is possible to get a shiny without the patch itself being shiny, because I've found a shiny that way before. Ironically, it was on fast music. I just, like, encountered the Pokemon. It was a good patch of grass. The fast music was still going. There was no shiny sparkle or anything. It just ended up being a shiny, and I was like, all right, cool. Yeah, so, like, theoretically at any point you could find a shiny. It's just the shiny sparkle is just, like, the very obvious giveaway that's like, oh, like, that's a shiny. So it's theoretically possible for it to happen at any point. Sometimes you'll just be building up your chain and you just get a shiny. Like, it can happen for sure. It doesn't happen often, but it definitely can, right? So. Bump, 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 bump. Bump, bump. Pokemon Johto. Bump, bump. Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum. The faster we can build this chain back up, the better. I mean, we're starting a lot better than I was originally starting, dude. When we first started the chain, it took a long time to get to a chain of 10. And like, we're just kind of like speed running at this point, so. That honestly would be a really interesting video idea, like, how fast can I find a shiny Pokemon from Radar? That would be pretty interesting. I think realistically the fastest you could, like mathematically speaking, would be like under an hour. Because that basically means you'd be getting like a Pokemon encounter like every minute. And like, you could turn off the animations and stuff to save time. But like, I still feel like it would be anywhere from like 40 minutes to like an hour. But you never know, right? Like, you'd have to be like insanely lucky every single time to do it like super fast. Yeah, that's garbage. Probably at some point should do, probably later on in the challenge, I gotta set up like a speedrunner thing. That would be kind of cool to see like how fast I could find a shiny. And it's not even like it'd just be like a personal challenge, right? Because I don't really care about having like a leaderboard thing. That's not really why I care. It'd just be just interesting data to know, like when I started and like how long it actually took. So what's going on, Bray? What's happening? Garbage. It's trash, I say. Trash. No. It's just, it's all too close, man. It's annoying. Do. What's going on, Danny? How you doing? There you go. That's much better. Cool. Oh, that's possible? Ooh, how does that work? I've never heard of that before. So it is like, is that just like a random thing that happens? I would assume to go for a spoop at the berry farm, you'd have to like, can you soft reset? Like, do you like, ooh, that sounds cool actually. Yeah, because I've never done that before. Let alone like heard about it. That's cool. Do. Yo, thanks Octopod for following. Do. Garbage. Dude, solid. Number 10. Oh, it was a chain break, though. No way. Oh, dude. Rough, man. That was brutal. Oh, that's a bummer. I guess I have to go back to being picky about grass now. Is that like... Wasn't like the most shaking patch of grass, but like... It's good enough. Soiled it. You set up a bunch of berry trees and you try to check the trees. Don't know how it all works. Oh, the tree will only shake for so long, sadly. Well, it sounds like you could keep doing it over and over again. Potentially. That's lame. I don't know, that just sounds cool. I've just never heard about it before. Oh. It is what it is, man. Alright, so let me like start the chain for Scatterbug. Well, let's get it going again. Let me get to like a chain of 5 and then I'll take a quick little break. There you go. Cool. Unfortunately, this is just gonna happen with Radar. Like I said, you could be like perfect at this method and it still just doesn't work. Sometimes the chain just breaks. Or you get stuff like that and it's like perfect. Cool. Let me actually get to a chain of like 10. And then I'll take a break. So, I made a video that talks about Radar a long time ago. It's in the post game. I think if I remember correctly, you just have to like finish the video game first and then you get it. I don't think you have to do anything particularly special. I think you may have to actually complete the Kalos Pokedex to some degree. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't done this in so long because I've had the Radar for so long. But yeah, just watch the video. I'm sure it explains it at some point. Yeah, that's Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Yeah, you can't really do the chain of 17 method in this video game because you're not guaranteed 4 patches of grass. We talked about this earlier. In this video game, like each patch of grass is like randomized and you're not guaranteed like a set amount. So that's probably like the worst part about it. So yeah, you have to go to like one of the professors at Professor Sycamore's lab and you talk to them and that's how you get it. So you do have to like pick it up. You do have to talk to somebody. So cool. That is a requirement. Can't believe I broke my 21 chain. Feels bad. It's okay. Happens, man. Zoe just wanted some attention. She got it. Are you winning? I was. And then we had an accidental chain break. Not once, but twice. So we're trying. The only thing that's really different in this video game is you really have to pay attention to how much the grass is shaking. It's still like the same amount of like spacing, like it's still like like 4 steps away, but you really have to pay attention to how much it's actually shaking. So besides that, it's pretty much the same. There is a patch of grass that barely moves, which is really annoying. But you just really have to pay attention to how much the grass is shaking and like, is it 4 steps away properly, right? And then obviously when you get a shiny, your chain does end. Like you can't get duplicate shiny Pokemon on the same radar chain, unfortunately. See, I think that's good enough, even though it's only 3 steps away. Sweet. Bam, bam, bam. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Nope. Yeah, definitely gonna get the chain to 5 and then take a quick break for sure. Do. Yeah, because like once you're like locked in to chaining, like the last thing you want to do is like take a break when you're like really far along. So I'd rather do it sooner than later. Do. Nope. All of it was trash. Do. Do. Sad. Yeah, because if like X and Y had a guaranteed like 4 patches of grass every time, this would go so much faster. But it doesn't. It's the worst. Cool. All right, so that is a chain of 5 out of 40. So, yeah. So we're gonna stop it there. Well, we're just gonna like pause, right? Just get about that. Cool. All right, so let me just take a quick little break, and when I get back, obviously we'll just keep going for Scatterbug. Hopefully we can get the shiny. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong button. Yeah, I did. That'd be a chain of 5. Yep. Alrighty, folks. I will be right back. Zoe. Zoe. Talking to my cat. Zoe. Zoe. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come here. What, are you waiting for me? What? Well, come here. Come in. Full and tired. Hey. Alright, I think she's good. Hi. She's like, where did you go? You took too long. Alright, you ready, Zoe? Somehow, we gotta build up this chain all over again for the third time today. Can we do it? You think I can do it? I think so. Just gonna take some time. Just like that. Sweet. But welcome back, everybody. What are you doing, sweetie? Cool. You leaving? Oh my gosh, dude! I literally, dude, you picked the worst times, though. She walked right in front of my screen, right as all of the patches of grass were shaking. I was like, dude. She picked the worst time to move. Okay. Dude, I'm going for that one. Let's see. Good. Sweet. Felt good about that one. What are you doing, sweetie? Are you leaving? I don't think she's leaving. Bye, Zoe. She'll be back. I know she will be. That's garbage. Hot garbage. Do 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 do. That's even worse. Oh, SpongeBob, why? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Crash. so good, but it's in like, it's out of bounds, man. Lame. Do. Nope, out of bounds. Do. Technically, the one on the top would be good, but it was like barely moving, so it's not good. Bum bum ba-dum, bum. Do. We're getting super unlucky. And the worst part is it's only a chain of 7. There you go. Do. It's taking a while, man. Taking a while. I don't mind starting over at the radar. It's just like sometimes like just building up the chain again just takes a minute, and it's just like brutal. Nope. Technically, we had it earlier today. We had it once. But, like, on the first check, like, the fast music was done, like, just like that, so... You know, it could still happen, obviously. You got plenty of time for fast music to happen, but... Mostly, when I do get fast music, it doesn't work out. I think it's only technically worked out for me 2 different times. And one of those times was when I had the back-to-back shiny Riolu. So, I mean, that was pretty much peak shiny hunting for me. So, I don't think that's ever going to happen again. Do 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 do. Technically, we could go for it, but I'm gonna say no. I don't think that's good enough. Already 8 o'clock. That's a fun part about radar is that like when you do break your chains and stuff, it basically kind of like makes you feel like you wasted a lot of time because technically you did. I mean, it's good practice, but I mean, it still doesn't help you, right? So like everything I did prior today like doesn't matter in terms of like finding the shiny. Gotta start all the way over again. Dude, come on. That's the worst. Here's a good patch of grass, but it's out of bounds. No, that one was too close. Do 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 do. I mean, looks promising. And it's good. 1/4 of the way there. It wasn't perfect, but it was good enough. The only downside now is it's like it's about to be nighttime soon. That's the not so fun part. Do, 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 do. Well, I think it'll be okay. It's just right now it's at that like dusk time, right? When it's like properly just nighttime, it's a lot easier to look at the patch of grass. Because right now it kind of like blends in a little too much, so. It'll be fine. It's just, you know, just gotta be extra careful. Nope. Bum, 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 bum. What's going on, Pink? What's happening? Do 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 do. All of it's garbage. Oh, man. Mm-mm. There you go. Dude, another chain break on 10. No way, dude. Dude, that's brutal, man. Yeah, no, that'll do that for me. Yeah, there's not enough time. There's no way. We don't have enough time to do this again. To the friend safari we go. Yeah, nah, dude. I'm not. Nah. Rip. See, that's why the friend safari is my failsafe. Because if I just naturally run out of time, we just go and go to the friend safari. It's such a bummer. Time to go get my shiny Bergmite. Dude, such a bummer, man. It's like theoretically I could try one more time, but just I'd be really cutting it close on time. I'd rather not. Oh, actually, I forgot. Doug Trio. Do I have the numbers saved? No, don't actually. Studio. 621. Okay. Cool. Do 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 do. Alright, so then we go back to this. Hi, Zoe. 6. Alright, cool. Hang on, sweetie. Where'd you go? Come here. Come here, babes. I don't know what you're doing. Alright. Yeah, she's just being silly. She just wants attention. Do 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 do. Well, technically, actually, since we ran out of time for radar. Actually, this is all we're doing now. Might as well double up on it. Yeah, like I said, Friend Safari was like my failsafe. Because if radar just was not doing well, we were just gonna do this. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. So. Okay, so we gotta turn it on. Dude, this is such a bummer, man. Unfortunately, that's the reality of doing Poké Radar. Is like some days it's really good, other days it's just you just run into problems. Okay, so let's go back to there you go. There you go. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey. Where are you going? I'm here. It's a real video game. Come here. You're gonna fall. You're gonna fall. You silly cat. You're gonna fall, dude. Silly girl. Can't have you falling on me. Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay, so that one's... Come here. Get over here. You lay down? Come here. Nice. Sweet. You lay down, sweetie? Can you lay down for me? What are we doing? Hang on. I gotta fix something too. Hang on. Okay, that's better. What are you doing? Hmm? Are you laying down? What's going on, Austin? What's going on, Austin? I don't know if you heard me. What's happening? Okay. Back to that. Back to that. Perfect. Okay, so what we're actually gonna do. Yeah. Move that one over to here. Okay. Cool. You silly cat. Yeah, we're talking about you. Yeah, we're talking about you. Alright, so let me do one encounter over here. to even out the number. Maybe we'll get a shiny Delibird, maybe. Alright, well. It's not what I was planning to do today, but, you know. This is better than nothing, so. Got a lot of chance for Bergmite, because it shows up pretty often, so. Would be pretty nice. Plus, this is, you know, you get to actually see more encounters and stuff, so. Yeah. I did find a shiny Spheal yesterday, so it'd be funny to find it again. No, we didn't. We had 3 chain breaks and not enough time to keep trying again, so we're just gonna, you know, try a different day. Yeah, it's like I said, this is like my fail-safe, so. If I run out of time or I just don't want to do Poké Radar, I just go to the Friend Safari. Or I'll just work on whatever else, but currently we have Friend Safari stuff that we didn't finish the other day, so. I mean, going to the Friend Safari really doesn't guarantee anything anyway. Like, the other day when we did this, you know, we're technically over odds for Friend Safari. Haven't seen a shiny yet, so we'll see. Do. Hi, Zoe. That's pretty cool. Do. Yeah, because right now this is pretty much the last live stream in 2024 for me. So time's gone down. So if we can get a shiny, that'd be great. But we'll see. feel like roughly about like an hour to mess with. So I mean, I got plenty of time. The only real question is, you know, is the shiny luck on my side? So far today, not so much. Not so much. Do do do. Do 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 do. It's going, unfortunately. Poké Radar didn't really work out today, so hoping the friend Safari can do something for me. How you doing? You would think that, man. Like they spawn so often. So hopefully plays better for Friend Safari, because last time we did this we found nothing. How's the hatching eggs going? What are you going for today? Bum, 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 bum. There's just so many. Sparkle one of you. Just one. Yeah, I still need two, but, you know. I want to make some kind of progress, man. Nothing. Still go for the Froakie. 3.99 eggs. Gotcha. I got pretty lucky with my Froakie in Scarlet and Violet when I did Masuda method. Got pretty lucky with that one. Same with Fennekin. I think. Is it Fennekin? Pretty sure it's Fennekin. I've like thought about going back to like Scarlet and Violet to do a bunch of Masuda method, but then I'm just like, bro, you can find all the starter Pokemon in the wild, so it's like Yeah. Well, technically, I think I'd have to do Masuda method for like the starters. So I'd have to get the other, like the evolutions for the starter Pokemon for Gen 9. So they have like the first form. I don't know. I'll go for the Dream Team. Gotcha. Nothing wrong with that. Bum, 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 do. We're at 5,000 on Fire Red for Charmander. Yeah, I can't remember where my Charmander's at. I'd have to look. I don't remember. I think it's around like 3,000 to 4,000. I have no idea. I'm trying, McAlpha. I'm trying, buddy. Yesterday wasn't so good for Legends, man. I picked Legends as my video game to play since you were the top donator of the week, and that didn't really go well. Nothing brand new. Just a lot of duplicates. There's a Sfeel, a Celio, and a Geodude, I think it was yesterday. No, it's not your fault. I was overly optimistic about making progress the other day, and it just it didn't go anywhere. I was like, oh man. I just want to like finish at least one of these projects, man. Like I'm so close, man. Like especially Legends Arceus, like we're getting really, really close to like having them all, and I'm just like, I want it. Going for a Baltai right now. Ooh, okay, that's fun. Well, you know, you gotta be like, you gotta be optimistic about shiny hunting if, you know, if you're gonna spend even more time doing it, right? Like if I start every stream like I'm gonna find nothing, like it's not really happy vibes, you know? It's just kind of, especially with how my brain works, like I have to be delusional or else I'll just get bored of the entire process so much faster, right? Like I have to make things fun and like exciting or else like I'll just not have fun. Oh, you got Shaman the other day? Nice. I really should go for that shiny Shaman myself because I can technically like double shiny hunt it on one controller, so I really should do that. No. I don't want shiny Pokemon anymore. Yeah, but like I can't really do that because I always want shiny Pokemon. That doesn't really work for my brain. One would say I'm obsessed with shiny Pokemon, so do it. Mine was way over odds. Yeah, I'll eventually do it. I have it saved on 2 different copies. So, like 2 different like accounts or whatever. They show up so often. Why aren't you not shiny? Friend Safari's letting me down. It's okay. It happens. To be fair, I just got here, so give it time. Do 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 do. Bam, bam. Do 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 do. Yeah, that's another thing I gotta do. Go for that shiny Celebi. We started a couple months ago. Just got like I've so many like full on shiny hunting to do, and it's like ugh. Probably should have like a day of the week where I do just like that stuff. Like I only do that. Like just the really like important stuff like Type Null and Celebi and Poipole. All that really important stuff. The only downside to Celebi is I can, well, technically I could do Celebi and like Friend Safari. Because I only have one copy of Crystal for Virtual Console. So we technically could do like Celebi and like do like Friend Safari or something. So we could still play X and Y while also, you know, trying to find a Celebi. So that's definitely not a bad idea. Start 2025 getting a mythical shiny Pokemon, you know? It'd be pretty cool. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Do 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 do. Sparkle. Yo, thanks for subbing. Appreciate the support. Bam, bam, bam. See, this is why this is fun as like a failsafe for like when radar does not go well. Because like this is like a complete flip. Because like we just get non-stop encounters, like one after another, you know. It's a lot more wouldn't say interesting, but it definitely like does like a 180 of like what we're trying to do with shiny hunting, right? Because like Poké Radar, you very much have to like follow it like every single time, right? Where this is just like more casual. Plus, I just don't have enough time to build a 40 chain and then also look for a shiny patch. So I've had that happen before where like I got a 40 chain and then like I just like ran out of time to stream that day. So yeah. And since I'm not streaming tomorrow, definitely did not want to do that. Come on, Bobby, what's happening? Do. Kinda. I just need a day off. I just know I do. And you know, there's a lot that we're trying to do for next year. So it's just, you know, just taking that day off is just kind of important. So 15,000 for Mareep and Flaffy and Soul Silver. Oh my gosh, that's brutal. Yeah, so we'll be back to streaming on Wednesday for sure. Because I think last year we ended on a shiny Zorua from Dexnav. That's pretty exciting. Don't think we'll be able to top that this year. Unless we have like a shiny at the same time kind of thing. Yeah, Safari Week will be on the list for 2025, yeah. In terms of content, yeah. The only way I don't do Safari Week is if my video games are like, so pretty much all of my copies that can go to the Safari zone are not there yet in terms of like progress. But realistically, I should be able to get to the Safari zone because like all my like shiny playthroughs for Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Ruby Sapphire are like obviously still at the very beginning. But we're sometime next month I should be able to theoretically have my 4x GameCube setup, or at least like the 4x GameCube thing will be like getting closer. So I don't know, we'll see. But regardless, I mean, I'm gonna play more of my Gen 3 stuff so we can get closer. I just don't think like the Heart Gold Soul Silver stuff may not be there. I'm not too sure. My shiny luck in older Pokemon games is terrible. So like, I don't have like extra copies that I could just like play normally. So like, if I did, then I would just, you know, have like those video games be at that point, right? So realistically, it's on my list of things to do. It's just, you know, I can't confidently say I'll be ready for it because I'm really not. Because I have a lot of shiny progress to do in those video games. So Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, besides Pokemon stuff, I mean, a lot of 2025, I just want to make just a lot of content because it's so easy to get stuck in the routine of shiny hunting and like that's all I do. And that's honestly fine with me. I just want to like play more video games and like do like challenge runs for like some of my favorite video games. Like one of the things we're starting to do again is I did a Paper Mario and the 1,000-Year Door challenge. So I want to do that a bunch. Like finish that playthrough and then do a different playthrough. So I'm probably gonna do Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. That's like the next thing I'd want to like follow up with. Oh, do you? Oh, awesome. Well, that's exciting. Yeah, I have to at some point get it like an extra 3DS system just so I could like use it for like friend safari stuff. So hopefully, I mean, in a perfect situation, I could like get like any type of 3DS, right? And then I could use it for this challenge, but like there's no guarantee that I'll like have it in time. So. Oh, no, for sure. I mean, I always talk about it, but like genuinely, I just like there are just some days where I just don't want to play Pokemon. I'd rather just kind of just do something else for a little bit and just like let that be the day, right? But honestly, I think I just need a nice rotation of just doing different projects all the time. Like have a set rotation of projects, start them, finish them, move on to another one. Yeah, like backyard baseball for real. For real. There's technically two different like playthroughs. Like there's the 97 and then there's the 2001 season. Yeah, because realistically, once like in a perfect situation, like once I get my second channel partnered again, and if I get my clips channel partnered as well, then I like theoretically have like 3 incomes and Twitch. Obviously, I still have to get like viewership and all that stuff for like it to actually mean anything in terms of like actually making like more money per month. But that's pretty much the goal. Is like if I get all those channels partnered. And then obviously we're still streaming on Twitch. You know, that is like theoretically how I'll be able to keep doing this as a job going into 2025 and like and beyond, right? So we'll see. Do. I'm not like super like nervous about it. It's just unfortunately like you just have to put the time in, and like the sad part is like me live streaming is like the fastest way for making that happen. So because I want to spend a lot more time on a lot of interesting video concepts, but like that, you know, like I need the time and availability to like start and finish a video, and like that's really hard to do. And you know, most of my income is literally just from live streaming. So, but we'll see. I have no idea. I mean, not that I really want to talk about money stuff because it's not really like the most important thing. It's just all I really care about is being able to do this as a job. So as long as we can keep that going, then like everything's pretty solid. So we'll see. I feel like 2024 was like a year of like trying out a bunch of different things. Sort of. It's like the vertical streaming, like that was pretty new, and clearly like YouTube like likes it. So we'll see. We will see. Just gotta focus on doing the stuff that I'm actually good at, and then just kind of see what happens, you know? Because it's kind of like a crime that I've like I don't have like solid playthroughs and like a bunch of different video concepts for like Legend of Zelda video games, considering how much I've played the franchise. So like that's like one thing that I'm just like, you know, I really just need to like have that kind of content on the channel, regardless if it's like a challenge run or like a playthrough or whatever. It's just kind of like, whoa, like I kind of need to start building up that video collection of video games. I don't like Nuzlocke enough to care. I have so many shiny only playthroughs that I really like doing. I just don't care about shiny Nuzlocke, because that takes even more time to do. Because if something happens where you lose your Pokemon team, then like, you know, things are not good. And since I do everything authentically, like it's just, you know what I mean? Like I don't really like even doing like a Nuzlocke. Like I like the concept of it, but then like when I start actually like playing the playthrough, like I stop having fun with it. It's not because it's challenging. I just find it boring. Like there's so many implied rules to follow, and you're just like, you know, I just want to like have fun. I think one of the main reasons I don't like Nuzlocke is I have to name my Pokemon something, and I don't like naming Pokemon too much. And that's like one of the key factors of a Nuzlocke is you have to name all your Pokemon. I just like don't like doing it. So I don't know. I also just feel like I get asked that all the time, and like I can't truthfully I can't make content for the people. Like it has to be for myself. It's just a coincidence that like I like shiny hunting so much, and like people like when I do it. But like doing like any kind of shiny related content doesn't necessarily mean I'll like doing it. And that's a big thing for me too, is like if I don't like what I'm doing, like I really don't want to do it. Because then it really just feels like a chore. Like it's like, oh, time to make a shiny Nuzlocke for other people. It's just like, eh. Yeah, I for sure could do that. Just make your own rule set for sure. I've done that before, but yeah. I just have more fun with like shiny challenges. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather just like start completing my shiny Pokedex. I'd rather like find interesting and unique ways to find shiny Pokemon that I've never done before. Like I'd rather do stuff like that than try to be like good at Nuzlocking. Like it's just Do shiny Nuzlocke in full ads games. Yeah, exactly. And I don't care if people do that. You know what I mean? Like I just like if I was to do that, like I would do it all authentically. Because that's part of the challenge, right? Like, if you want to play Gen 3 and you do want to do a shiny Nuzlocke, like, part of the challenge is it takes forever to get the shiny, so then if you lose it, like, that is so impactful, right? Because that's, like, 10 plus hours, 100 hours for that one shiny, right? That's why I don't like Nuzlocke, because, like, I would want to do it authentically, legit, and it's just a huge time sink just to then like lose. You know what I mean? Like because like people still want you to finish the project, right, at some point. And at that point, if I'd lost like, you know, my shiny starter or whatever, I'd be like devastated. I'd be like, I don't want to finish this video game. Like I can't even use my shiny starter. Like I'm over it. Yeah, I love shiny badge quests or like shiny only play. I just like shiny playthroughs where like you have to find shiny Pokemon in like a unique way, and like that's part of the challenge. Like for example, so for Fire Red and Leaf Green and Ruby and Sapphire, both of those shiny playthroughs, the unique thing for both of them is I have to find a shiny Pokemon from the Safari Zone and like actually catch it and then use that Pokemon on the team. So like that alone could take tens of hundreds of hours, right? And there's gonna be shiny fails, I'm sure. But like that alone would like in a storytelling sense, like, hey, I'm gonna go to this place and look for a shiny and I'm probably gonna fail. Like, let's see what happens. And then like that's just, it just makes like the adventure better, but it also makes it fun because that's something I genuinely want to do. Plus, like I don't really have that many Pokemon shiny from the Safari Zone, so like that just gives me more reason to care, right? I don't know. I'm not very like as much like I really am a terrible like content creator because I really should care about like getting the most amount of views on a project, but I feel like putting in the quality of a project is more impactful than the views, because like if your video concept is good or your series concept is good and it doesn't really get the audience right away, who's to say you don't get it later, right? So I'd rather just do stuff that I find fun, and then if it just coincidentally does well later or whatever, like cool. Like I'd rather be proud of the stuff I do than, you know, just do stuff to be like everybody else. You know what I mean? It's like I like the stuff that I like, and that's just what I do. And I would want more people to do the same, right? Like, I don't care what people make content-wise. It's just, like, I'm just not them. I'm not gonna follow the trends. I just like doing what I do. Like, I realistically should have done, like, the Shiny Rayquaza thing, like, right away. But, like, I still haven't done it. And I don't want to stream it, because, like, it'll be done and over with within, like, 20 minutes. So I'd rather just, like, you know, work on a project like this, right? So I can enjoy spending more time doing it. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing wrong with like people doing like what's popular, right? Because obviously like there's a market for it, there's value in it. It's just for me personally, I just can't really do that. That's just how my brain works. Like I just feel like I'm not doing stuff for myself, and it's for other. It's very much like people pleasing. And like I'm trying to like minimize that in my life now. Because when everything in your life is just making other people happy, it's like when do you start living, right? Like when are you thriving, right? Because I thrive in doing stuff that I genuinely like doing. So. And it's not like a competition either. Like I'm not trying to like be super productive every single day. As long as I'm just doing exactly what I need to be doing, I'm solid. You know, it just means it's another day. Like if I don't find a shiny Pokemon today, I'm like, well, you know, I tried. I'll just pick it up on Wednesday and see what happens. It was your first encounter? Was it really? That's sick. Yeah, I found Bergmite before in the past, but you know, since we're like starting over for this shiny project, obviously I have to find it again. So when I go for a Litleo and its evolution, are you gonna do both or just whenever is shiny? So realistically, I'm probably just gonna go for one for Litleo because Pyroar has the two different forms. Cause like if I do that, then I need to go for like the different flower patterns for like Floette too, right? Which makes the project longer. So what I'm basically doing right now is just going for one of each shiny Pokemon that's a Generation 6 Pokemon, and then like after the project, that would be like the next step, right? You know, get the the form changes, the gender differences of a shiny Pokemon. Like that would be the next following step, right? So, all right, McAlpha, we'll see ya. Happy New Year's to you. Hey, Squid. Because like the reality is, if I go for all the different forms on top of it being shiny, that just makes the completion project of this longer, and I don't necessarily want that. I'd rather like the different forms of something be like its own kind of like side quest that I do after the fact. Because I'm still gonna play these video games anyway, but like I want to have like one of every shiny Pokemon now, and then like if Pokemon Bank is still like working in 2025, well then sweet, you know, it just gives me more time. So, because what I'm more excited about, to be honest with you, is the Gen 7 shiny project. Because like I want to catch everything that's a Generation 7 shiny Pokemon in a Beast Ball. So like that project alone to me is more exciting. But I gotta finish this one first. Because like this one has less Pokemon, so. So anyway, transfer Pokemon from 3DS to home if you can't get Pokemon Bank? Pretty much no. If you don't have Pokemon Bank, you like can't really do it. You'd have to like borrow somebody's 3DS that has it. Bum, 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 bum. Still nothing. This is such a terrible day. My shiny luck is horrible. Yesterday was rough, and today's like a lot of nothing. Oh, man. Excuse me. Yeah, because if you think about it right now, like for the X and Y, like for this particular project, like I'm technically behind schedule, right? Because like we have 6 Pokemon out of 66, and this is like what, day 9. So like the goal is like in a timely manner, like if I could get a shiny Pokemon each and every time I stream, like that would be great, because then the project would be done in about like 2 months, roughly. But like realistically, like it's day number 9, and like I'm not closer to double digits, like it hasn't done anything. So yeah, I mean my shiny luck is just all over the place. Like, you know, like sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Like especially the older Pokemon video games, it's either I'm really lucky or like I don't have anything to show. Like I got my Mudkip and my Torchic like pretty quick this year, and then Trico is like nowhere to be found. So that's just, you know, that's just shiny hunting, right? So Mishi. Hi, pretty lady. Hi. Hi. For shiny Mewtwo and wormholes, should you save just before the encounter? Yeah, that's all you gotta do. So once you find the Mewtwo portal in Ultra Space, get as close as you can to the encounter and then save. And then obviously just, you know, if it's not shiny, reset and that's it. So just make sure you have everything beforehand, like Pokeballs, the right Pokemon, all that stuff. Healing items and stuff. Do. Yeah, my shiny Mewtwo is about what? Yeah, it was like 3,000 when I got mine, which was pretty cool. Do. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, the Gen 7 shiny project's gonna be really fun. Just because, like, catching stuff in a Beast Ball is, like, super fun. So, very excited to do that going into 2025. What's the shiny Pokemon you found, Steve, at the end of 2024? Another shiny Spheal. It's not a bad shiny, don't get me wrong. I just literally found this one yesterday. Literally saw this one yesterday in a different Pokemon video game. It's so funny. Cool. Well, there is a good old shiny Spheal. Yeah, Venusaur. Do. That's so funny seeing a Spheal, like just, yeah, a Spheal bouncing on a Venusaur. It just sounds so silly. Well, this is realistically probably the last shiny of 2024, so welcome to the team, Shiny Spheal. Digivolve 2! Awesome. Go to sleep. She's sleepy. It's not the shiny I was hoping for, but still a shiny. What's fun about this project, though, and I'll probably talk about it a bunch over, you know, the course of next year, is basically anytime we find like a duplicate shiny Pokemon, it's going to count if I ever decide to go for like a different generation of Pokemon in X and Y. So for example, if I went for all the Generation 3 shiny Pokemon in X and Y, like this would already count, right? So I would have like a head start, right? Because I'm catching everything I can in a Premier Ball, right? Like, because that's like kind of part of the challenge. Just because why not? I like the Premier Ball, so. Not that it matters, but like, you know, it's just, if possible, you know, because I love playing X and Y. So like going for each generation of Pokemon that's possible in X and Y for shiny hunting, like that just sounds like a fun time, right? Just because why not? So, because what I really want to do is obviously catch the shiny. But for Gen 3 Pokemon specifically, I want to get them in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, because I think that would be just the best way to do it, right? But it would still be fun to, like, you know, get Gen 3 shiny Pokemon in X and Y as well, because Generation 6 altogether is just so much fun, right? So that's my shiny. So 764. That's a lot of Friend Safari encounters for one shiny Pokemon. That's a lot. I mean, I still have some time today, so, you know. No back-to-back. All right, cool. Let's go check out our shiny. Well, at least I found a shiny for the final stream of 2024. I mean, that's kind of nice. Kind of nice. Okay, so that's Gen 3. Okay, so Chinese feel. $764 in the Friend Safari on day number 9. Right, day number 9. I mean, at least I found a shiny Pokemon today, because, like, the last time we did this, we didn't find anything. That was, like, not fun. So, yeah, day number 9. Sweet. All right, save that. Oh, you ran out of them. Brutal. Yeah, the nice thing about X and Y is that you can purchase the Premier Ball at, like, the Pokeball shop in Lumio City. So, like, that's what's really fun about this video game is, like, it's really easy to, like, get a lot of Premier Ball, right? Without having to, like, waste even more money, right? Right, what you got for me? Defense, special attack. Awesome. Perfect defense and special attack. It's actually really good first feel. It's really good. And it's relaxed. It's not particularly the best. I mean, if you did like a trick room feel, that would like kind of work out not too bad. Cool. Yep, there you go. Perfect defense and special attack. So, I mean, obviously we still have some time left today, but realistically, this is probably going to be the last shiny Pokemon of 2024. So if we check the summary. Yeah, well, I'm not streaming tomorrow, so like this is like my final day of streaming, so we still have some time, but realistically, this is probably the last shiny I find in 2024, so. And it was a feel. Cool. Well, still have some time, so back to it. All right. It is what it is, Pink. I'd rather find something instead of nothing, because like my shiny luck's been kind of garbage, so I'll take what I can get, you know? Works for me. Do. Okay, so let's go back to the friend safari and see what we can do for the final part of today. Do, 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 do. Okay. Go back to this. Misha. Hi. Do you want to say hi? Oh, come here, sweetie. Come here. You want to say hi, everybody? No? Oh, oh, she left. Hi. Hey, Zoe. We were this close. Having Misha on the stream. Okay, bye. All right. So we got some time. Not that much, honestly, but I mean, you know, might as well do some encounters, see what happens. Could be, you know, another last minute try. Let's get to like, let's say like what, 800 on the other video game. Like, see what happens. I think it's a good spot to stop. Gives me a decent amount of encounters to work towards. So we'll see. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, obviously make sure you're subscribed. All that important stuff. Lots of fun projects and stuff to continue going into 2025. So even though to me it's going to feel like just another day, but you know. Things will continue going into next year, so. Do 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 do. Two. There's just so many of them. How did I find a Spheal, man? So many Bergmite, dude. They're everywhere. That's just how shiny hunting works, man. Just back to back, like, wow. Brutal. Do 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 do. Just 3 times in a row. Sad. No 777s. That's unfortunate. Do 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 do. What's going on, Brother John? What's going on, Fexy? What's happening? Today, just one. We had a Chinese field today. That was about it. Any tips on shiny hunting? Honestly, you just have to build up your patience for it. It really just depends on what you're shiny hunting and what video game and stuff. But like the main thing that works, that's kind of universal, is just having the patience to do it. Will pretty much give you so many more shiny Pokemon. And the wormholes? Not really. Obviously turn off the motion controls. Like that'd be my best advice, really. Because using the circle pad is, in my opinion, the better option in terms of like controlling in Ultra Space. So, and then obviously just like practice it or whatever. Yeah, I do have a Twitch channel. No, I live stream on like 3 different channels. My main YouTube channel, my clips channel, and then the YouTube channel. Yeah, so if you're looking on Twitch, you have to look up this name. a different name. I just do vertical streaming on my Clips channel. Get your first shiny badge quest. Let's go with it. At 31 hours. Oh my gosh. That's brutal. Oh, you're talking about the Pog one? Hang on. What is that? Yeah, this is what it is. Hang on. I'll show you what it is. It's amazing. Mm-hmm.
It is time to...
Yeah, that's like the simple one, and then the other one's more of like a... I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just more epic. There's more oomph in it, you know? It was like a random like voice effect I found one day when I was like creating one, and I'm like, this works. This special one. Kinda. I mean, they're both like still, both of them are still like a voice effect, but you know, the other one's just like the better one. It's just cool. Bam, 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 bam. Ba-na-na-nam. Wouldn't it be easier in Scarlet and Violet? Yeah, absolutely. But this is very much a challenge that we're doing specifically for Pokemon X and Y. So doing everything in Scarlet and Violet's not necessarily fun. So like this challenge is very much like get all the Generation 6 Pokemon that you can find, and then, you know, catch them in Pokemon X and Y. So that's the challenge. What's up, Brycey? All right, man. Just kind of chilling. Finishing up for today. Anything under Gen 6? Technically, no. This would basically be doing that. Like, I obviously have like hundreds of shiny Pokemon, but I've never like completed anything because like I just never do. I would just move on to something different. So that's basically what I'm trying to do. Is I just have I work a generation at a time. Or I play a specific video game to get the most of like a different generation. But since I like playing the 3DS games so much, that's why we're doing Gen 6 and Gen 7. And then like anything that's like Gen 1 to Gen 5, I would probably play like whatever I want at that point. So. No, I actually started over. I have like hundreds of shiny Pokemon in X and Y, so I did this on purpose. Because I wanted to like start the project fresh and then like basically find ways to get shiny Pokemon in these video games without like the ability of like Friend Safari to like the fullest, because of the fact of like there's no online anymore for the 3DS games. So you kind of have to get a little creative with like how you would find the shiny Pokemon. So that's kind of like why I'm doing it, just to show people that you can still play these video games. You just have to be creative with like how you do it. Are you saying like doing full out shiny hunting? Because earlier today we were doing Poké Radar, so like that's like another fun thing about this project is we get to do a lot of different like shiny methods that are kind of exclusive to, you know, the 3DS, right? Yeah, we were doing that earlier today. Unfortunately, like Radar was just not friendly to me. It had like 3 chain breaks, and I'm like, yeah, I don't have any more time to build the chain up to 40. So, but most of the Pokemon for this challenge are from Poké Radar itself, because I have to find duplicates. So, okay, so let me get to like 50, and then we'll stop there. Do 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 do. Just a shiny Spheal. That was it. And that was like pretty recently. It was like last like 20 minutes or so. Let me go for like a double Bergmite encounter. Let me see if I can get one. Do 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 do. Nope. There we go. Alrighty. Well, that is officially the end of our shiny hunting in the year of 2024, folks. Feels weird to say that, to be honest with you. It doesn't feel real. But it is what it is. So I will not be here tomorrow for New Year's Eve. So if you are celebrating or doing stuff tomorrow, be safe, be good. Hope it is fun. I will be back streaming on Wednesday, which would obviously be January 1st. So I'll be back on Wednesday, probably during the afternoon like normal. So we unfortunately didn't find anything new today, but you know, we did find a shiny Spheal to end up, well, to finish up with 2024. So y'all be good, have fun tomorrow, and I'll just see y'all on Wednesday for the first live stream of 2025. Ew. It's fine. It'll be good. But thank y'all so much for an awesome year. Hopefully we can keep, you know, continuing on with content creation going into 2025 and beyond. We'll see. Next year's a really important year, so we'll just see how it goes. So until then, I'll see y'all Wednesday. Be good, be safe, and have some fun. Okay, bye.